There you go. And with all that, last announcement. For those who want a certificate of attendance, they will be available. We will announce on how you can collect it at the end of the session. So with that being said, I give the floor to Holly.
Hi everyone. So today we're going to be talking about how to build a wardrobe that you love, because I really feel like the best way to be sustainable and to approach fashion in a conscious way is to start with the wardrobe that we already own. So a lot of people think that that means getting rid of all of the fast fashion that they own in their wardrobe, and this is just like not the case. I think the key to building a sustainable wardrobe is really like assessing what you actually wear. So there's like this crazy quote that we only wear 20% of our wardrobes. And I'm sure that if you actually really think about your wardrobe, that you probably do only kind of wear like 20% of it. So for me, how to start building a wardrobe sustainably is to start with this like declutter kind of step-by-step guide. So when I talk to clients about, okay, so how do we approach decluttering our wardrobe? Like it seems like such a big job. It actually isn't that hard if we try and like visualize it as a whole. So imagine like a pie chart. This is what I kind of like to think. You imagine a pie, your wardrobe is a pie chart and it's in sections. So you might have like an activewear section, you might have casual wear, jeans, tees, that kind of thing. Then you might have smart casual if you're working, you know, like break it up, accessories, shoes, and look at the pie chart and kind of see where your lifestyle fits. And does your wardrobe match, you know, your lifestyle based on this like pie chart is kind of where I like to start. So I really feel like that gives you an idea of, oh, sorry, did someone say something? It's pinged. No. I really feel like if you do this, this pie chart, you can really get a good idea visually of where to start. So once you've done that and you've assessed your lifestyle, I start this process by doing piles, and it sounds really, really easy. And there's one pile that's easy, and that's the keep pile. So just go through your wardrobe and pick out everything that you wear like at least once a week. Those are the things that is like what you wear a lot. It's the pieces of your wardrobe that make up the bulk of your personal style. So this is key. This is like your identity. Pile 2 is the maybes. This is a really hard pile, and this is a pile that takes a long time to kind of to go through. I really do feel. I think if you have like a friend on board, they can help you with this. But this is the stuff you don't know, doesn't fit you right. Maybe you wear it like once a month, but you're not quite sure. Sometimes it even has tags on it. The amount of wardrobes I've been to, people still have like tags on stuff. So I would definitely like leave that pile for a while. And then pile 3 is just stuff you haven't worn the last six months, like, or year. Like just put it in pile 3, like stuff that you don't wear. Then I break that down. So I pop pile 1 back into your wardrobe. And this is like your capsule wardrobe. And this is the wardrobe that we're going to build on. And this is the wardrobe that will like, that makes your personal style, and then you can like refine it. Pile 2 is the tricky pile. Like I said, this is the thing, we're going to break it down later on how to go through this pile. And then pile 3 is like, you have to let it go. And we're going to talk a bit about upcycling and maintaining a little bit later on. So that's kind of like my basis on like how to declutter, which I'm sure we'll go into a little bit later. But with the stuff that you keep, this pile 1, there should be a lot of items in there that are versatile and that can be worn numerous ways. And this is the exciting part. This is what I get excited about, because I think a lot of people, you lose touch of styling your clothes, you know, like there's loads of different ways to wear things. So I'm gonna bring Rachel in, because Rachel has some clothes that she's gonna like show us, and then we can think about ways that we can style this up into like dressing it up, dressing it down. Where are we going? Does it fit our lifestyle? And then we can start really thinking about it in a more versatile way. So, Rach, what have you got? What's first?
Cool. So this is the exciting part. And for anyone who joined the panel, thank you so much for joining. This entire panel is about how to build a sustainable wardrobe. And back to what Holly said, so much of it is about knowing what's already in your closet and doing the full closet audit. And once you know what's in your closet and what you can work with, I think that's a good first step to start to build a sustainable wardrobe. So this part of the panel, I've selected 4 items that I think are classic staples that people would have in their wardrobe, whether you're a male or female. And Holly is going to use her expertise and kind of give us tips on how to maximize the use of each item. So the first item we're going to start with is a classic button-up white dress shirt.
Yeah, I love it.
So Holly, this one I kind of struggle with because when you think of a white dress shirt, you think of something that's more formal and professional. And to make the most use out of this dress shirt, I would say it would be great for me to kind of learn how to style in spring and summer and kind of different ways for people watching to learn how to style this. So what are your thoughts on how to style this?
So I think it's really interesting that you first said, like, I think this is like a workwear item, because to me, I see like a white shirt as a very like casual denim item to be paired with denim. So if I was to see this is like an amazingly versatile piece. You can change the trousers that will completely change the look. For me, I would pair it with a pair of indigo jeans, probably with a slight flare at the moment would be like what I would go to. But it also would look really cool if you did white on white, like white and white denim. So you can play around with the colors of your bottoms to completely change the look. In terms of changing the shirt, there's so many ways that you can style this. At the moment, I'm really loving, I know it's Dubai, but like I'm loving putting layering it with a vest on top. This looks really cool. You can also do it with like a spaghetti top or something. So that's the kind of layering look I would go to. In terms of wearing it day to day, you could do a knot tie, which I know people struggle with, but the best way to do a knot tie is to button the shirt down as far as it can, as like your tummy button, and then you do the tie, and then
you kind of demonstrate that.
Yeah, because you
I mean,
have
what
to.
I'm wearing under doesn't match, but just to
Have
give
you
you guys an idea of what Holly's talking about.
got pants on?
Yeah, I have a skirt. And by the way, this entire outfit I'm wearing is thrifted, including the shirt. So yeah.
Right.
So all right, give me your tips.
So I would start
with
the second or
something
third.
like this.
Yeah. So I would button it if you weren't wearing a top underneath. So I would button it, that one. Leave at least 2 or 3 open. Yeah. Button the next one as well. And then I would you basically you knot it and then you tuck it into your jeans and then you can push the back out. I feel like this is the best way to do it.
Yeah. And you're saying this kind of pair with.
But yeah, if you tuck the ties straight into your trousers and so it looks just a knot, that's a really nice way to style it up. I also think by just opening the collar a little bit, you then like elongate the sleeves slightly. And I love wearing a crisp white shirt with like the sleeves like just a little bit nearer my knuckles. It makes me feel like a little bit more ready. I don't know. I like that. So that would be my kind of tips. But in terms of like layering it as well, you obviously adding the vest, the knitted vest is like for cooler weather, but it's a perfect thing to take with you on the beach as well, because you can just literally throw it on over a bikini or a swimsuit and not tie it that way with a pair of like loose drawstring pants. That would look great open with a pair of loose broad drawstring pants and a crop as well. Like if you just had that in the same color, maybe like a deep brown would be really nice. Like earthy tones I think go really well with white rather than like pops of color. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's.
And I think sorry?
I think you got 5 ways at least.
Yeah. So just to summarize what you said, you can wear this differently by the way you style it. So you can unbutton it, do a knot tie. You can dress it down.
Yeah.
Let
me break it down. Yeah. So you got the knot tie and tuck it into your jeans. Like I think that's nicer than just leaving it like as a knot tie. You can elongate it at the shoulder like this to make it a bit looser, and you kind of wear it off the shoulder a bit, and that elongates the sleeves. So that's 2. 3 would be like changing the pants. Like I would love to wear that with a white jean because I think like summer whites are really cool, and then you can wear it with like a nice black chunky sandal. If you're doing like beach and holiday, pop it with a bikini or anything over, like a nice straw hat, like you could style it up like that way. And then my 5th way would be do the wide leg pants with a little crop and pop it over the top open.
Yeah, I love that. And I guess just to add, I love the styling tips. And for me, what I've seen a lot in like late editorial pieces is that people would blend it up all the way and layer a top over it as well. And I think with a top like this, that's a classic white dress shirt. It creates such a nice canvas to kind of add accessories on. And I've seen a lot of people do the fedora hat, chunky, bold accessories, and I think that would really change up a piece like this, bring it from professional to kind of casual. Cool. All right. That was awesome. Are you guys ready for the next piece? We're gonna change this up a bit.
I just want to tell
next,
everyone that, like, if for any time, for everyone in the audience, anytime you can raise your hands if you want to comment or ask a question on the outfits that they're working on.
Yeah, that would be
definitely.
cool.
Let's make this interactive. This is a fun kind of online styling session. So any questions you have, just pop it in the chat. Okay, so the next item that I'm gonna have Holly help with styling tips is the classic t-shirt that I'm sure guys, girls, we all have. Just a classic t-shirt. And for this, I'm kind of thinking, how would you style this across all seasons? So winter, autumn, spring, summer.
Yeah, it's so funny, isn't it? Because I feel like here we just have one season, which makes things a lot easier.
In Dubai, everything's short and sunglasses, you're done.
The thing
But
I
for
love,
more of our international viewers,
yeah,
give us a
the
tip
thing
how
I
to
love
style
about
this
this
across
is
seasons.
the color. I really love the color. So like the dark brown, like immediately like makes me think I want to pair it with like other earthy tones, like different like beige jeans would be really nice. Even like orange would be really nice if you're a little bit more of a flare, like an orange jumper. But I mean, the tee is very, very good and versatile for layering. So you can layer like on top of it, and also you can like tuck it in. I also love pairing it with slip dresses. So, you know, if you have a nice slip dress, don't think that you have to wear it as a dress, that you can pop a t-shirt underneath it or over it. So I would consider, like, if I had any kind of slips in my wardrobe that would go with that as well, to make it into like a t-shirt and skirt look. For me, I would always like add if I was in like a colder country, I would definitely wear that over a chunky kind of like open knit and just a pair of jeans with a nice belt. Would be like my idea. I think with t-shirts, it's all about like accessorizing as well, because if you just wear like that with a pair of beige jeans or white jeans, but you've got like loads of really cool gold accessories and maybe like a really nice straw handbag and a pair of like slides and a hat, then it just completely changes it from just a simple t-shirt and jean. Do you know what I mean? So I would definitely use like gold jewelry with this and go for earthy tones, layering it up with earthy tones. Like an orange slip would be really nice if you have one.
Yeah, I love that. And also for anyone watching, we'd love to hear back from you if you want to, type in the chat and tell us how you would personally style it. For me, the way that I've worn this top is I love wearing it with some high-rise denim shorts and combat boots. And then also kind of to make it more formal, I've done this top with a nice little silk scarf wrapped around my neck. This top is nylon, so that fabric is really light and it goes well with silk, in my opinion. Yeah, and this is so versatile. To be honest, sometimes I've worn this to the gym to work out as well. So yeah, it's really nice to have those pieces in your closet where you can wear for multiple uses. I've worn this kind of more formal, more casual, and I think the key to kind of do that really well is also understanding how to care for your clothes, how to wash them properly. And yeah, we'll touch upon that later in the session. But this is the second piece. Is there anything you'd like to add, Holly?
No, only that like a blazer over the top is always really nice if you're like out and about, you need something for the evening to just if it's colder. But yeah, I love your idea of like I would wear it with shorts as well. But my thing, if when I see that, for me it's like, okay, beige wide leg jeans, maybe like a blazer or a knitted even gold chunky jewelry.
Yeah. And brown is such a nice color for all types of skin tones to go kind of monochromatic with. And it, the monochromatic look gives a more put together chic look, even though it's a casual top. So yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, we just have a comment Sorry. We have a comment in the chat room from Tijera Young. Yes, I would wear it with a high waist, wide leg denim with some accessories and to elevate more, add blazer.
Love
Love
that.
that.
Nice.
I have
We're
a question.
all on the same page with the high waist.
Yeah.
For
I
the
love
short people there, I'm 5'4", and the high waist really does wonders for my height. So
it.
I totally agree with you. Okay, is there anything else
I
you'd
do
like to
I do
add
have
for
a
this?
question. So
Mhm.
Holly, you mentioned gold jewelry. So how do you know which type of metals to use for every outfit? How do you choose between gold and silver? And sometimes you can also like mix and match, right? So
Yeah.
how do you do that?
Mix
Is
and
it like the brown color? Is it the
For me,
tell
it's
me?
like all about tones. So like I feel like the golds work really well with like warm colors, and silver's more for like the cooler shades is
Mhm.
what like my go-to. So like silver works really well with like, you know, greens and like cooler blues and yeah, like cold colors. But I think gold works really well with warm colors, which is why it works really well with the browns and, you know, oranges and like think like yellows and beautiful like warm colors. That's
Mm.
how I envision the two, you know.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, traditionally, silver is a cool tone, gold is a warm tone. But for me, I think fashion is all about experimenting. It's about
Yeah.
fun. And so I would say don't be kind of scared to mix and match things around. See what works for your personal skin tone in addition to the color of the garment you're wearing. And the most important thing is just to have fun with it. And when you have fun and you look good, you feel good. And that's the most important part with fashion, isn't it?
Yeah. We also have
Okay.
another comment from Fujita. She said, I've tried this shirt with Arabian kind of pants, which is high waist too. Mona Shroff,
Ooh, we're
fashion
all on the same
from
page with the high
Saturday. Hi,
waist. I
Mona.
love.
Yeah,
Hi,
Mona
Mona.
Shroff.
What is Mona saying?
I would she said I would wear a light denim color miniskirt with heavy choker neck piece. Jewelry, gold plating will go well with multicolored stones.
I love that. And Mona would wear something with a heavy choker neck
Yeah.
piece because she's
Mona's,
all about statement jewelry.
yeah.
Mona is a jewelry designer for anyone who doesn't know. So check her out. Mona, if you want, you can include your Instagram in the chat. And yeah,
Please
we'd love
feel
to check
free
her
to
jewelry line out. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next garment. Okay, so this one is more geared towards the ladies. This is
there you
silk
go.
floral dress. And I personally, I think this is one of the most worn items in my closet. I've worn this so many different ways, but I would love to hear from an expert, Holly, on how you would style this differently.
Oh, I love that you've worn it a lot. I want to hear how you wear it. How do you wear it?
Maybe too much. I'm kind of falling apart. For me, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go on.
So for me, this is I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's a really kind of lightweight material, which is great for layering. And the way I've worn this is that I've just worn it and then a black tight crop top on top, so it looks more of like a skirt. I've worn that a few ways, or honestly just on its own. And this is great with casual sandals and like a fedora, or I've worn this more formally with really kind of statement pieces, gold, silver jewelry, and high heels,
Yeah.
with a white crop blazer over. So this is one of my favorite dresses, and I love to kind of hear more ways that you would style it, and different people in the chat, whoever's watching, would style this as well.
I've just seen Mona said pearls, which is great. Like I was thinking mother of pearl as well. Like I think anything like mother of pearl or pearly would go really well with this. I like the t-shirt thing. That was what I jotted down as well. I think like you could wear the t-shirt underneath or over the top to have like a different daytime look with sandals. But I think like also it's exciting for the evening, this one, because you can pair it with such a nice like simple strappy heel, and like it's just really easy to wear. But also again like layering, like again you're thinking about layering like underneath it, you can layer on top, you can layer with blazers, with chunky knits. Like it's really versatile. I love slip dresses because I just think you've got a slip dress and you've got a slip skirt all in one, so it's like
Yeah.
even style than just buying a slip skirt. So and
Yeah.
that pattern as well, so if you wear that with like a nice chunky white knit, would be like really nice, and some mother of pearl earrings. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. Where did you
Cool.
get it from?
And This I got out of the store. It doesn't actually have a brand associated with it, which is kind of the result sometimes when you're thrifting. It doesn't have the make or the material composition. But yeah, this is one of my most worn dresses. And I think one of the reasons why it's one of my most worn dresses is that it's such a versatile print. Like this can be kind of for the daytime and it could be for the nighttime. And I think that's a really good tip for when you want to build a sustainable wardrobe is to pick prints and colors that are versatile from day to night. And I think this is a really good example of one. You know, with the florals, it's good
And
for
you
the
can pack
day.
it you can pack it for anywhere and anywhere you're going, because you can take it on holiday, but you could also take it to like, I
Yeah.
don't know, UK in the winter, and you put it with like a polo neck underneath and a nice long like trench coat or whatever, and some boots and some tendenia tights.
Yeah, it's really funny. So I was in London in December, and for anyone that knows London in December, it is freezing. But I only came with one suitcase, and I just came from holiday, and I had this. And the way I styled it is that I wore my running leggings underneath, a black off-shoulder kind of sweater, and then my black coat over. And I actually thought that was a really cute outfit. Although it wasn't planned, that was my last resort. But that goes to show when you have really, you know, versatile pieces in your outfit, it just makes life really easy.
Yeah.
Cool. Does anyone have any kind of questions related to styling a slip dress for Holly?
We
Just
do
put in
have
the
a few
chat what you
comments.
do.
We do have a few comments. Mona said if you want to make it formal, crop blazer with cutout sleeves would add drama. And
Yes,
Tajira
I love that.
also said yes, layering is very good with it to change up the look for any season because you can wear it with top underneath.
I love that. We have so many fashionistas with us today.
I know.
I love that. And that
We're
makes it
really
so fun.
good discussion in the chat group. Alina said
Cool.
hands up to the oversized pearl choker.
I agree. I actually don't have an oversized pearl choker. That's something that's on my wish list. So I'll keep an eye out for one. Those look really versatile as well. Okay, cool. Should we move to the next item?
Yeah.
And this is our last item. So this one is a simple black, okay, it looks a little weird, but it is a black top and it can be worn like this with two straps or kind of a halter. I would put this on a hanger, but it actually doesn't even fit on a hanger. So you fashionistas have to use your imagination. But it is kind of, sorry?
A bodysuit? No, it's a top.
No, it's not a bodysuit.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a really fitted top that you have two straps that you can crisscross into your halter or kind of wear thick sleeves on the side, which adds its own level of versatility. But if you have something like this in your closet, Holly, what are some ways that someone can style this?
Well, like looking at it first on, I would go for a black or white wide-legged high-waisted pant with a belt strap, so you can add the belt to like bring it in because it's bodycon. I think a belt works really nicely. So I'd look for something belted, something wide leg. I think would be really, really nice, and you could then do it with like heels for an evening or just flats and like just wear it around the day. Like it'd be really nice.
Yeah.
I am quite a monochromatic dresser myself, which is why I keep going towards like black and white. But I do think that this kind of like suits like a black, beige, or white trouser. I mean, you could add a pop of color if you want. An orange would be nice, or a red.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about that. So when you're looking at your wardrobe, for me at least, when you see, you know, classic pieces like white, black, immediately from my thought, it's like, okay, it goes with white or black. What are some other colors and what are some other bottoms that this kind of black top would go with? Do you think it would go with something more of a pop of color, like a skirt like this?
Yeah, so I think orange works really, really nicely, like especially when you just put it up against like bottoms, you can just see how that instantly works. And a beige as well. But I think again, like I wouldn't go like green or like cold colors. Actually, I would clear and just stick with like warm colors for black, like we were saying before, like
Yeah.
even you could even get away with like a brown, a beige, like reds, oranges, even like yellow. Like I think it's if you had
What
the
do you
right
think
tone.
of a navy?
Navy and black I do like, yeah.
Yeah?
That would be
Cool.
just
Guys,
says
I'd
a lot.
love to hear from you. Anyone that's watching, what color would you pair with this top? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what
Cool.
color. And then it's like I mean,
Tigeria says a royal blue.
nice.
She's also
I have a
asking.
pair of royal blue shorts that I actually wear with this.
She's also asking, can you wear it as one strap, like over the shoulder?
Yes, you can. I really like this top actually. It's one of the reasons why I got it is because it's so versatile. You can really kind of play around with it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a
Side,
really good.
halter. But normally I just kind of wear a halter because I feel like that's the most flattering for my body type. But it's really good to have different options, especially for a basic black top.
I feel like we need this top. This when you showed it to me when you sent a picture, I was like, this top is great. I need this top.
I know.
Yes,
Really
I love it. I got it.
Where'd you get it?
I got it at a brief sample sale, which is another way for sustainable shopping. And yeah, it's great quality. I've had it for so long, and yeah. Okay, cool. Is there any other style tips that you like to share with this
For this one,
black bodycon top?
bodycon tops, I mean, it's extremely versatile. You can wear it with pretty much any bottom would work.
Yeah.
In terms of like layering, again, like anything kind of goes with this one. Like I think you can really just stamp your own style onto it. As I say,
Yeah.
like my thing would be high-waisted, make sure it has a nice little belt loop for a belt.
Yeah. Cool. We have a comment in the chat from Mona, who is a fellow fashionista, and she said it's a very extremely versatile top. It's perfect for traveling. She would pair it with bright color, high-waisted palazzo trousers with chandelier earrings. This would look really pretty with chandelier earrings. It's all about the statement jewelry, isn't it? And black pumps or stilettos. Yes, I have a pair of black stilettos with this. Every time I wear it, I feel very sexy. Like formal throw or black formal blazer. Amazing. It's really cool how clothes has a way to kind of influence the way you feel, the way you carry yourself. And this is kind of all about the session, how to build a sustainable wardrobe, but also make the most out of pieces that you have and, style them in a way that make you feel really good about yourself. So great. Thank you so much, Mona, for your awesome input. Okay, so those are the 4 pieces that we selected for this chat. And next,
I wanted to make a comment. Sorry, the button-up shirt. I've worn that upside down, which I love doing.
Ooh, I've seen that where people wear it. Wait, do you mean upside down or like backwards?
Like so the collar will be here.
Oh.
It's gonna look like a crop top, and then your collar, because it's on the bottom.
Sorry, I have to envision this. So you wear it upside down like this?
No. So it's like as you wear it, like you will button it in front, but you will wear it upside down. So the collar is gonna be on somewhere above your tummy.
How did you feel when you were wearing it? Did you feel...
I see what you mean. So it's like a halter top like this. You guys have to excuse me. This is
the button will still
and
be
then the strap.
No,
you kind of like wrap around.
As you wear it like that as you wear it, but it's just upside down.
As you wear it upside down. Okay.
it is quite a struggle. There, yes. And then you would
do I put my arms through?
Yeah. And then you would and then when you button it, so the collar will be higher. So it's kind of like a crop top. So you button it like no, but your collar should be, it's upside down. So the collar should be here on your tummy. So the collar, so you would upside down.
But I still put the arms through, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So like I button it like this, you mean?
Yeah. Is the collar now on the bottom? I don't see it.
The collar is right here.
So it should be at the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm confusing people.
I'm so sorry.
I did before.
Okay.
I don't know if you,
People in the chat are saying they know what you mean. Unfortunately, I'm struggling a little bit with my imagination.
Holly,
I'm so
do you know
sorry.
what I mean?
But okay, let me just spend another minute on this. Should I put my arms through or no? Hey, Eva, you gotta help me out. I really want to know. So,
Yeah.
do I put my arms through? Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you're doing it right, but it should be upside down. Because you're wearing it
So,
now,
should take my
right?
arms out and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so my arms are out. The
Yeah.
collar
So
is here. It needs to be in the
it should
front,
be upside down. So
right?
you should put your arm. No.
Put my arms through again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but the button should be in front.
Hmm.
Yeah, Pujita gets it. She gets it.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Who says wear it like you do, but
Awesome.
upside down, arms go in. Okay, wear it like I do, which is like this. Arms go in, but it's
Yeah, but
upside
the
down.
color should be in front. Sorry. What color should, can I?
I'm struggling.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Pujita gets it. I think they get it.
Yeah, or
No,
actually,
I'm sorry. I
Can I
gotta get it
just,
because
can
I'm
I just
actually
show,
really curious.
okay, can I just tell you how it is?
Oh, there you go.
Please.
You have a,
All
Yeah.
right,
you have a
just turn your shirt upside down
there
first.
you go.
All right.
Okay.
Then,
So this is in the front. I turn it upside down like this. Yeah.
yeah, now put in your hand. Just insert your hand. I mean, from the back, like you do as a shirt.
Okay. Got it.
The
Okay.
same
So from the
way.
back.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And now the collar is right
That's
here
fine.
on your waistline.
Yeah. And this is the way. This is
Put
like
it up. No,
the finished
put
look.
the whole thing up. Put the whole thing. And
There you
yeah, so
go.
now the
Look.
collar is in your waist, and you can still button it as
You
well.
have like a giant collar. It looks like a giant collar.
It looks
then
like a giant collar and a cute crop top. Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of like a crop blazer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
short one. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. I'm sorry, my mind just went blank with all the instructions, but that makes sense. I know it kind of looks funky now, but I'm sure with the right outfit and the right kind of styling, it'll look good. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that. Shall we move into the next section of this panel?
Yes.
well done for helping.
Okay, well, the next section, we're going to be talking about upcycling. And Holly has a lot of experience with that throughout her styling career. Did you want to talk a little bit about upcycling, Holly?
Yeah, so coming back to like the decluttering phase, and you've got this like pile of clothes that maybe like don't fit you quite right anymore. Like I know I definitely felt that way after I had my babies. So there are like, it doesn't, if you love it, there doesn't have to go straight to the charity shop. There are ways that you can work with it, especially here in Dubai. We have such amazing tailors and like facilities here to help. So think about, if you like something but it's not quite something that you're wearing a lot, what can you do to make it something that you actually wear? So for me, I have like a few like maxi dresses, and I was like, oh, they're just not quite like sitting right at the waist, or they're too long. What if I make that into a mini skirt or a midi skirt? Or like, you know, you have the option to change your clothes. Like I think we forget this because we live in like a world of fast fashion where you can go and buy stuff and you don't really think too much about it. If you don't like it, it doesn't necessarily matter because it's cheap. But like, you have the option to change your clothes. Like you can go to a tailor and you can do what the people that make them do anyway. You can choose yourself. So I think like just reclaiming this sense of like power over your wardrobe, that like if you don't like something, you can go and get somebody to help change it. So that's what I mean when it comes to upcycling. Like whether it's changing a sleeve length, like I've had mini dresses actually, that I had this mini dress that was just completely smocked from like here to my hips, and I hate it. So every time I like feel bloated, I'm like, this is just so unflattering. So I had it changed, it had a little ruffle at the hem, and I had it changed into a crop top that I can now wear with like mum jeans, and I love it. And it's completely changed it. It was sitting in my wardrobe for years, and I never like thought I'll throw it away because I liked it and I spent a lot of money on it, and I was like, oh, So just like rethinking, okay, I'll change that into a top, or I'll change that hem length, or those trousers that are a bit like the wrong length, that's why I don't wear them, or that's just a bit loose fitted. Yeah, take it to your tailors, because they are amazing and they can do such like great things with your wardrobe to like revamp it and make it into something you love. So that's like what I would say about upcycling. Recycling is like, obviously, donating to charity is great. Like if it really has like lived its life and it's no longer like serving a purpose in your wardrobe, then yeah, move it on to somebody else. Like in Dubai, I know there's Thrift for Good that's really good, and I know there's some like clothes swaps coming around as well. Like Ethicless magazine had one which did really well. So think about ways that you can discard it sustainably. And then the other one is just like maintaining. So these are like the 3 pillars of recycle, upcycle, maintain. It's like how we actually look after our clothes. And like if we're buying clothes, we need to make sure that they are living in our wardrobes for a long time and they're getting worn. So otherwise it's just a complete waste of like your hard-earned money and everything. So maintaining clothes is like everything. So like obviously like we never hang knitwear, and like washing them less or washing them on hold. Just like loads of simple things that you can do to just like maintain your wardrobe and make sure it just feels like lovely and new still, and you're not like making things feel like old and used, is another one. So those are my like 3 pillars for looking after your clothes. I don't know if anyone
Absolutely.
has maybe somebody has something in their wardrobe that they could describe to us, and we could think about a way that we could make that enhance so they use it. Anyone?
Yeah.
I've got
Well, if anyone has any, oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry, they're upcycled. Oh, sorry, I can't read the rest. Can you read it, Azia?
So I've got old saris cycled to a kurta, because kurta regular daily wear style. We've done it before as well. That's what Pajita says.
Oh, amazing. Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Say again. I've got old saris that are upcycled to a kurta. So
Okay,
that's what...
Can I explain? Sorry, I'm really sorry. I really typed it bad. Yeah. Some of the saris are my sister's saris. Sister is my mom's. Yeah. So saris over time, when you don't maintain it well, or you don't keep it properly in the cupboard without any vacuum, if you keep it without any vacuum, only then the creases will not start tearing, especially silk saris. So some of the saris started tearing up. So I have changed those saris to kurta. My sister herself has done it. Like it's like a top, kurta. I heard, I think kurta.
Yes.
Yeah. So we just changed. That's my style, daily wear style, actually. So 2 are hers and 2 are mine. So we had like, from 2 saris, we had like 4, 5 done. So
Fabric.
yeah, same fabric. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just cut in and ask, would you be able to explain what a kurta is to anyone that doesn't know?
Okay, okay. Okay, I can show you one. Let me just, in the meantime, please go ahead.
Oh, she's coming back?
By the way, I love how interactive this session is. Thank you guys so much for all your comments, your interaction. It makes the session a lot more fun for us. But back to what Polly was saying about upcycling, recycling, I completely agree with you. And I think, clothes for us is a big way of how we express ourselves. And, I'm not sure if anyone else can relate, but when you open your closet and you see a bunch of clothes that are either old, worn out, damaged, that you haven't worn in forever, that you don't fit, that you're like, maybe in a few years I'll fit and I'll just keep, and you just end up hoarding a bunch of stuff. It just creates such a kind of negative energy in your wardrobe. So, I mean, part of this session is kind of encouraging people how to build a sustainable wardrobe, and that is making the most of each and every piece of item you have. And so, Pujita, thank you so much for asking this question about saris. Why don't you show us what a kurta is?
Okay. This is my sister's old sari. These are two kurtas actually. Oh, this has got the blur background. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, this one was mine. She got this done for myself. I'm sorry if you can see it. It's a long
I can
top
see
kind
it.
of a
So
thing
that
with a
is a
slit.
kurta, right?
Yeah. So this is a kurta, right? You can put
Got
it,
it.
you can pad it down with any kind of jeans, any kind of, I wear it with a red, something like a red pant or something like that. And this was my sister's. My sister tends to keep changing her style. So all her dresses come to me. So I have not bought, I mean, people just keep giving me. So I'm very lucky that way. So this is hers. So she got hers done like this with this kind of a neck.
Yeah, sweetheart neckline. I
Very
like that.
cool.
Yeah. So same thing.
And you worked with a tailor to create it? It's
Yes.
amazing.
Worked with the tailor. Yeah.
I really do think we need to like be more creative like that, like this. I really love that. Like you've like made something out of something that wasn't causing like use anymore, but the fabric's still beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are because these are pretty much old saris which is passed on as well. So it has got it's got more to them. I mean, it's got stories as well. So yeah,
Yes.
I have my aunt's sari as well, which I need to give it to the tailor now. So yeah.
I love that. A lot of times when I look at my closet, my favorite piece of items, and let me know if you can relate, are items that have a story related to it. For example, I don't know, like a prom dress or like a really special dress with a beautiful embroidery that my grandma got for me, for example. And when you get older, you move on in life and you no longer kind of wear those anymore. You're like, okay, do I just keep in my closet or what do I do with it? And so upcycling is a great way to kind of make use of the item you already have. And one way, which is really cool. So there's this company based in the UK called Loom. My friend actually started it, and it's a business where you can connect with local designers and just give them your piece of clothing and collaborate with them on how you want, your new item to look. So, for example, one of the projects I saw was that this girl had this beautiful dress. I think it was like her bridesmaid dress or something. And so it didn't fit her anymore. And so she collaborated with a local designer through this website. And with the fabric from the dress, she was able to have like a really cute satin purse as long as a skirt and like a matching like crop bra with it. So I mean, I encourage everyone, fashion is supposed to be fun. So I just encourage you to get creative, go online, go on Pinterest, see what kind of inspiration there is, and definitely, go to local tailors and see what kind of new pieces you can make. And what's like more exciting than having a piece that's completely bespoke to you that no one else has, and you can have a cool story behind it. That's for me is what makes fashion fun over, an expensive top that I don't know, a luxury brand, for example.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's something I think a lot about now, especially having a daughter now. I'm sure there were clothes that my mom had that I'd really appreciate owning now. Do you know what I mean? So it's like really keeping in mind like the longevity of clothes, because you do have like special occasions where you keep things and they mean so much to you. So yeah, to have pieces that you've worn and then you can hand it down is so nice.
Yeah. Like for me, in the future in 50 years, I'm not going to be handing down like a cheap polyester H&M shirt, and that kind of and that just kind of goes to show the importance of investing in really good pieces that last for a long time, so you don't have to keep consuming and consuming and consuming more.
Yeah, I really think that's where the getting a hold and a grip on your actual wardrobe and really taking time to do this declutter and really make sure you understand that 20% of your wardrobe that you wear is so important, because then when you go shopping, you have like such a streamlined idea of what you need that will actually fit into your wardrobe and work, that you can just become a more conscious shopper without really like having to do much like research. Do you know what I mean? Because you already know what works for you, what you've got in your wardrobe, so you know what you need to fill the gaps to make your like life that fits your lifestyle and make your like day-to-day dressing easier, and like you say, open it up and This is great. I love it. It should lift you up, not like bring you down. And I think that we overconsume, and that's what brings us down. Is this is too much. It's like going on to Netflix. You're like, what do I watch? You spend like half an hour. It's just so exhausting. I feel like it's the
Yeah,
same with our wardrobe, you know?
completely agree with you on that, Holly. Cool. Well, I think the very last part of our panel today, coming to an end, is tips on how to be a more sustainable shopper. And once again, if you guys have any questions, personal questions about, your shopping habits and or how you can be a more sustainable shopper, just leave them in the chat. But in the meanwhile, we have some tips that we kind of thought of, and we love to share with you. So I have a few, but of course, Holly, if you have any, feel free to jump in and kind of add on.
You're gonna cover the fabrics,
Sure.
aren't you? You're gonna cover the fabrics and like what to look for with fabrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do that first?
Cool. So I'll start on that. So, how to be a more sustainable shopper? There are so many ways to be a more sustainable shopper, and the way I approach sustainability always is progress over perfection. I to make good progress. So if you're shopping at a thrift store, that's progress. And if you're buying something that's maybe not a sustainable fabric at a thrift store, don't beat yourself up for it. Again, my ethos and my kind of mentality of shopping is always that it's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to make you feel good. And having a sustainable wardrobe in the long run makes you feel good. And so I would say some of my tips is that you buy less, but you choose really well. And for me, looking in my closet, I have things literally from a decade ago that I still wear today that I take good care of, and they still look new and they're timeless. And one of the items is this red top. And the thing is that I don't even know what it's made of. I don't even know what company makes it. I saw it at a thrift store in London, and I was like, I love it. And I think it was like £6, if I'm not mistaken. And it's such good quality. It feels like a very thick cotton. And for me, it's like finding these kind of gems that last a long time, that look great, and yeah, and that will last in the closet. And because I have this, I feel less of the need to buy a lot of other going out tops. Because this one I feel great in, and it goes with a lot of things. And then the second tip is just to support sustainable brands. So when you're shopping, always think that of it as your dollar is your vote, And a lot of people are like, does it really matter? Yes, it does. When I work for a fashion brand, the buying team really goes into the data and be like, okay, X amount of people are spending X amount on linen products versus polyester. Maybe our next collections, we should use more linen. So with that in mind, your dollar counts and your dollars are vote. So when you're shopping, try to support sustainable brands, small businesses, brands that prioritize good ethical labor practices, eco-friendly materials, transparency in the supply chain is really important. And you can find all that out usually on the website and maybe a little bit of research. And then my last tip is to use eco-friendly materials. And when you think of materials, sometimes it's a bit overwhelming because you're like, okay, polyester, cotton, linen, bamboo, like what is sustainable, what is not. And so I think the first step is just to find out what your clothes are made of. And I don't think enough people check the care label inside their clothes and really see the fabric composition and what it's made of and how to properly care for it. And I think those are kind of mundane details that a lot of people tend to skip over. Sometimes I'm guilty of that. But it really does make a difference long run into, taking care of your clothes properly and understanding what materials are good. And, just a side note, a lot of people don't know this, but polyester is a terrible, terrible material. And you see polyester in everything. Number one, because it's really cheap to manufacture. And polyester comes in so many different forms. Sometimes it's really soft, sometimes it's hard. And polyester essentially is plastic. It's oil, petroleum-based plastic. And when you wash polyester, every time you wash it, it releases microfibers. which is terrible for the oceans and the environment. And so when you're shopping and you're thinking of what sustainable materials to buy, I always encourage people to buy natural materials. And when I say natural, I mean a material that's made of products that comes from the earth. For example, cotton comes from cotton plants. Hemp comes from the hemp plant. Tencel, lysol comes from wood pulp. It's really fun when you kind of dig into the fabrics of your clothes and where they come from. So I just encourage you to kind of read your care labels and think more when you're buying a piece of item.
Yeah, like it is completely true, especially the microfiber thing. I think people don't really realize this when you're buying like clothes made out of plastic. I think, with recycling plastic bottles, everyone kind of gets that, but it is exactly the same when it comes to polyester clothes. And they're just so sweaty, horrible to wear. I don't know, if you're wearing something polyester because you can feel, ugh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It
I
just
think
feels.
like everything you said is great.
Hmm.
I think like there are ways with the polyester, if you have got polyester clothes, that you can put them in like these laundry mesh bags, and that stops the release of microfibers into the waterways, which is quite good. And I know that they were actually working on like actual washing machines that don't filter through. So there's works to be done, but yeah, avoiding it is the best option. I'd also say, like, if you are buying something new, I completely agree. Like it's expensive to buy sustainable brands all the time, and I do understand that everyone has different kind of like price points. So thrift shopping is great and there is a lot of that, but to look for natural materials, so if you are shopping in like on the high street, just to look for those natural materials rather than buying the polyester is like such a great tip. So like you said, like cottons, silks, natural fibers, was anything from the earth. I also like to practice the 30 words test by Livia Firth, because I just think that's such a good way to look at pieces. Like, what you've got in your wardrobe from the decluttering. You're going to buy a new piece. Would you wear it 30 times or more? Okay. And then you can decide from there. I think that's such a good, like, just mental like tip. Like, oh, would I wear it 30 times? Maybe not. And then you think about it. Do you know what I mean? Quite a good like alert. And obviously shopping sustainable brands is great. I found like loads of amazing sustainable bag brands that I wanted to talk about, but I probably don't have time, but I might just like link it in my Instagram. I think somebody also asked a question about
And there was a question about any guidance and recommendation on how many items of clothing or wardrobe should have these days.
I think like Alina, I think it completely depends on like your love of fashion. People really just like aren't into it. It could do with like a couple of pairs of jeans and like a few tops, but I think like it depends on your lifestyle and what you're doing. So I don't think there's like a limit, but I do think that if you go and look into your wardrobe and like assess it, like with this pie chart thing, be like, hey, how much am I actually wearing? Because that is probably your personal guideline, would be like that 20% that you own. So just to kind of build on that is my advice, because I think everyone's so widely different on like just how they interact with fashion and how often they wear stuff. And so I think I would kind of go for that.
And Pujita said, I have already asked this during the material session, which is on Wednesday, but wanted to know what's the best for activewear, planning to get something that's not plastic and get it stitched.
Oh, I don't know if you're making it yourself, but there's a really great online shop here called All Ethics, and they sell like amazing, fully sustainable activewear. So I definitely check them out. I think just making sure it's recycled fabric is the key with activewear. It's really hard, isn't it? Because activewear, like everyone's living in activewear, but obviously to have something stretchy, you have to have a little bit of a give in it. So it's a hard fabric.
Yeah, and I'd say for activewear fabric, one key component is to make sure that it's breathable, because when you're sweating, you want to, what's it called, your skin to breathe. And so there are a handful of kind of sustainable activewear brands you can find online. Off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I would just say focus on brands that are sustainable and have items that have breathable fabric. So stay away from the polyesters, etc.
Yeah. And recycled brands that say they are fully recycled, if they're an activewear brand, I think those are the ones that you should trust. But yeah, it's really hard to be sustainable all the time. Like I was saying, the Netflix thing is kind of like we were saying earlier, like but like fast food, you know, like you can't you're trying to go on a diet and like shop sustainably. So when you have like these options that you can't shop sustainably, it's like knowing in your brain, okay, how can I make a conscious choice the best I can here, because it is hard to do it all the time. So I think the tips that you gave about knowing the fabrics, okay, that's great. So if I don't buy polyester, I'm like reducing plastic waste and water waste into the sea, and just like being a bit more aware of what you're putting on your skin, because it does affect your skin as well. Like it, you know, we spend all this time like talking about skincare, but we wrap ourselves in clothes and we don't know what materials, what dyes are used, or what the polyester is doing on our skin. Like I think it's just like being more kind of interested by it.
I think I might just add a little bit more on knowing what allergens you react to as well, and this is especially true for jewelries. Like a lot of people don't realize that they're allergic to silver, and then they wear silver jewelry, and then they have allergens, and they can't wear the jewelry that they have already. Like you can be more inquisitive with the people that you buy jewelries from. Anything with nickel in it might be highly allergenic. So you know, things like that, and you just know the materials. And sometimes in clothes they write it on the tags, don't they?
Yeah, you have to look on the inside, like on the seam on the inside.
Yeah.
Say what is, and you have to look at the whole thing because it's usually broken down.
Exactly. There you go.
But it's interesting you say about jewelry, and anyway, because sometimes I put things in my ear and I'm like, oh, it's actually really itchy.
And a lot of people have that, but I don't. No one really ever talks about it until.
Oh, yeah, you're just like, oh, that doesn't really get that out. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But does anyone have any questions before we kind of wrap up? I actually have done like a downloadable, because I know I kind of rushed through the how to declutter phase, because it's just like I could talk about it for hours. So I've actually done like a breakdown PDF if anybody's interested, where it's just like a step-by-step guide on how to do that sustainably. I can send that over to you if you just send me a message on Instagram. But if anyone has any questions for us about the 4 topics we've covered, or styling.
So I will repost Holly's Instagram and her website on the chat, just so you know where to find her and request for the downloadable PDF.
Yeah, great. It's okay, cool. Well, that was so great.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining our online session today. We had all good fun. Like I said in the beginning, please join our WhatsApp community for any further questions you might have in the future, and we can answer all the questions that you have there. Just to go back to the comment I said in the beginning, if you need any certificate of attendance, please feel free to message me in the group chat, or just note in the WhatsApp community. We would need your contact details to be able to reach you and send you the certificates. So there you go.
I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for joining. I know it's a Friday night, and it's so awesome to have you guys all here together. And I do want to say the guide that Holly is talking about, I had to look at it, and it's super comprehensive. It's super helpful. So definitely, if you're interested on really how to build a sustainable wardrobe, you know, DM the Instagram that's in the chat and get that guide from her, because it's really helpful. So yeah, and that's it.
And request for that PDF file, because I had to look at it. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
Really.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm gonna hop off.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Have a lovely weekend.
You too. Have a lovely weekend. It's weekend.